Hi, I'm filming outside today because it's such a gorgeous day, and I do believe the day calls for a story. My story is about the Morokodo people, with whom I'll be living this summer, and I will be working with them, doing some literacy trainings, etc., as well as just living life with them. The Morokodo people number about 200,000 people in northern Africa, and they're scattered among different villages, and they have no Bible in their language. One day, our regional area director, Brad, was in a village in North Africa, and he was getting ready to wrap up his visit and leave, and someone came to him and said, "Brad, someone is coming to talk to you, so can you please wait?" So Brad said yes, he would wait. And the next day, an elderly gentleman of about 60 years old came riding up on his bike to talk to Brad, and come to find out he had borrowed a bicycle and biked for 2 days to come because he heard that a Bible translator was in the next village. He came because he wanted to beg Brad that Pioneer Bible translators would come and translate the Bible into the Morokodo language. At that time, Brad told him, "I cannot promise you a translator, but I do promise you this. I promise that we will pray for a translator for the Morokodo people." So the gentleman got back on his borrowed bike and made his 2-day bike trip back to his village. Went back to the village and told them, "Pioneer Bible translators promised they would pray for a translator for us." Then the village proceeded to build a hut for the future translator that they knew God would be sending them. There's a hut right now in a village in North Africa, and the hut has been standing empty for 5 years. We have a translator for the Morokodo people, and he's trained, he's ready to go, and he's currently in the States simply because he's still doing his fundraising. And I find it very sad that the Morokodo people have been waiting for 5 years with an empty hut, waiting for God to send them a translator, because they know in faith that God will send them a translator, and their designated translator is sitting on this side of the ocean waiting, working hard to raise funds so that they can go translate the scripture into the Morokodo language. On average, Christian Americans spend more on dog food than they do on missions, and while there are people out there perishing without hearing about salvation through Jesus, I find that disturbing. And I hope that my little story weighs on your heart, and I hope that you pray for not only goers and pray that the Lord of the harvest sends out workers into his field, but I pray also that you pray about becoming a sender, being a financial supporter, so that people who do go can go and do the job that God called them to do. So I'm going to post a photo of the hut that the Morokodo people have built and that is standing empty currently, and the photo will be posted on the 50/50 event page. So if you are not looking at this on Facebook, then I invite you to go to Facebook and check out the 50/50 event Facebook page. Thanks for listening.